Hello, very good evening to all of you. Today we are going to discuss a discharge letter to Miss Cork, the manager of a nursing home. Here, the patient name is Miss Caley John, and she's a resident of the nursing home where Miss Cork is the manager. So this is a discharge letter. So let us go in detail because it's not a big complicated letter. This is a known case because the patient, that's Miss Caley John, is a resident of the nursing home at Balkan. Now, today's date is 18 June 2019. Patient name is Miss Caley John. So she lives in the nursing home in Balkan for at least 3 years. Social history, no relevance because we know that it's a known case. Medical history, no relevance because we know that this is a known case. Medicine, no relevance because we know that this is a known case. Hobbies, not required. Now we have to go with the admission and discharge. Now we have on 16th of April 2019, after a syncope episode, dizziness for 2 days and 3 episodes of syncope in last 2 weeks, palpitation. These are the reasons for admission of Miss Caley John to Balkan Hospital. So ECG was taken, which indicated Tachybrady syndrome, and the pacemaker was installed on 17th of April 2019. On to 19th of April, she had stroke. MRI is taken, so it indicated that the stroke was an acute ischemic stroke. Now we have done thrombolysis to treat the stroke. On 18/6, that's after almost after 2 months, we assessed. That's today. The date is today. We assess the patient. She has partial progress, but she has slurred speech. But when we assess the improvement, it is comprehensive, steadily improving, and we are preparing her for the discharge. Now, as per the discharge plan, we are writing the letter to the nursing home manager, where Miss Caley John is residing, back to her care. So we are requesting Ms. Cork to care for her activities of daily living, physiotherapy, occupational therapist consultant to arrange home arrangements such as home rails. Now, speech and language therapist visit we need to arrange for at least weekly, once a week, to the nursing home. These are all the responsibility of Miss Cork. Now, one more thing here, we have monitor Miss Caley Joan as she eats and drinks. While she eats or drinks, the patient has to be monitored and advise the speech and language therapist about her progress during the visit. Now we have a special thing here. Now we have the, to use thickener to be used in the drinks or until advised otherwise by the speech and language therapist. Now we can go back to the letter. It's not a complicated letter at all. This discharge letter is being written to update the current health condition and requirements of Miss Caley John, one of your residents. So what we have written, the first sentence here is that this is a discharge letter, and the purpose of this letter is to update the current health condition or health status and requirements of Miss Caley John, one of your residents. She is on pacemaker and is recovering after an acute ischemic stroke. So this is what we have written here. So we we updated that she's on pacemaker. It's very important. And she's recovering after an acute ischemic stroke. So that's the thing that Ms. Cork needs to know. As you are aware, Ms. Joan was admitted to our hospital with complaints of recurring syncope along with palpitation on 16 April 2019. So we can add dizziness in here. So we have not done this right now. So if you want, you can add syncope too. After confirming tachybrady syndrome following investigations, including ECG, she was implanted with a pacemaker on the next day. Now, this is a paragraph which details her admission, compliance, and tachybrady syndrome and the treatment. The next paragraph, we are dealing with the stroke. In a couple of days, that's on 19th, Ms. John suffered a stroke, which was classified correctly so I can say classified specifically instead of correctly, by a magnetic resonance image, that is MRI, for which thrombolysis was done. On her assessment today, that's on 18 June 2019, she's seen steadily improving and has made partial progress despite having slurred speech. So this paragraph deals with the stroke investigation to confirm the stroke type, the treatment of stroke, that's thrombolysis, and her present condition and difficulties she still has. Now let's go with the last paragraph. On her planned discharge back to your care today, kindly assist Ms. John in her activities of daily living and continue her physiotherapy sessions. So this is what we have stated first. Please make arrangements for weekly visits of our speech and language therapist and update him or her regarding Ms. John's progress of eating and drinking. So this is what we have done in the second sentence. So we need to make arrangements for the visit of a speech and language therapist and update him or her regarding her progress in eating and drinking. Of not, she requires thickener in all drinks unless advised against by the aforementioned therapist, that is speech and language therapist. Now, she also needs an occupational therapy service for home rearrangement. So that's the last thing that we have written. So occupational therapist service also is needed for her. So primarily activities of daily living, physiotherapy, second speech and language therapy, third occupational therapy, and that's the way we have arranged it in the discharge plan. If you have any further updates, if you require any further updates regarding Ms. John's condition, please do not hesitate to contact me. Yours sincerely, nurse at Balkan Hospital. And that is the end of this session. Hope to see you with another letter soon. Till then, bye.